Hello, and welcome to Way of the Holy Family. Thank you for joining us as we walk in perpetual hope, drawing ever closer to Jesus through life's struggles and triumphs, filled by the Eucharist, and strengthened by community. Way of the Holy Family is here to bring light, encouragement, and a bit of childish fun for all families seeking holiness. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Way of the Holy Family podcast. You know, with the new year, whether or not you have made goals, health is on the mind. Don't tell me it's not haunting you, because it seems like this dark cloud that hangs over unless you're totally gung-ho and ready to suffer on that treadmill. But it's everywhere, whether it be in the media, the stores, the banners of advertisements on store websites, et cetera, et cetera. It's everywhere. Now, I've wanted to get myself healthy. It's been a year and 3 months since my son was born, and I started being more conscientious on what I was doing 1 year after his birth. And fortunately or unfortunately, that was during the holidays. So I didn't beat myself up on whatever I ate because it was feasting time. And I also didn't go overboard, and I'm very thankful for that. But now that Thanksgiving and Christmas is done, I'm moving forward in the discipline of things. I've got the habit of walking every day. I'm beginning to run, which I didn't know I could do. I hadn't done it for 3 years. But as it's easy to have your mind consumed by it, whether if you're tracking it on an app, you're looking at the numbers, just to know what you need to do in order to accomplish your goals, whether it be losing weight, getting stronger, eating well, et cetera, all those disciplines into place. Now, as I was going through the numbers one night, I was like, oh God, I need you to guide me on this. I don't want to do this wrong, because I've fallen into the pit of losing weight too fast or whatever it may be. And I crashed. So I obviously didn't want to get to that point again, because I want to be strong. I don't want to wear myself out, but I also in the long term want to take care of myself so I can take care of my family and serve my God in the things that He has appointed me or put me in charge into doing. And that's my biggest motivation. Rather than the self-image of where I'm at, I want to serve Him fully. And that's a new thing. And I feel much better grounded with that goal in mind. But anyways, as I was looking at the numbers, I'm like, oh Lord, I don't want to do this wrong again. I don't want to get caught up in the minutia of how many pounds I lose, or spending the money on things I don't need, or burning myself out on making food that I just don't have time for myself and for my family. And I heard a little voice. This was Sunday night, and he said, I want you to fast. And I go, oh, you want me to fast? Yes, I want you to fast. And I thought to myself, oh, I don't want to fall into that trap of, okay, I'm just going to push more and think that God's saying it to me. No, He said it to me, and He sent me to Daniel. Daniel outshone all the ministers and satraps because an extraordinary spirit was within him, and the king considered setting him over the entire kingdom. That is Daniel 6:4. And I'm like, oh, yep. I need the good Lord's Holy Spirit to flow through me, flow through my family. My husband and I have a lot of things on our plate. And the next morning, I fasted. And the day wasn't too bad, but miraculous things were happening because I had set down my own wants and desires, whether it be piloting my own program or wanting to eat whatever I wanted. I handed everything over to the Lord and allowed Him to direct, which gave space in me for Him to work through me. And immediately He did. He showed up and I served my family. I baked 6 loaves of bread, tortillas. I had a meal plan in place. I have food all ready for the entire week for my family. And the reason why it was such a miracle is because I've been feeling so lethargic, so put out on hopes and goals. And I'm like, Lord, what's the point? We are eating beautiful, colorful food this week out of what we had. And He's done this before, where I have emptied myself and surrendered everything that I had or wanted to do, and He's worked through me. A couple of years ago, I did the Daniel fast for Lent. And in his response of me giving him everything, he further emptied me, where he literally turned off the light in my heart and my mind, and it like color left my life. Now you're like, oh my gosh, that sounds a little scary. It wasn't. It just, I felt nothing. I had nothing left but to be obedient, because it was all quiet and all still and very, very dry. But through that process, he miraculously filled me up in ways that I don't think I can illustrate. But I can tell you, it was a time of peace. It was a time of great joy. It was a time that that I gained further strength to lean in on Christ and to serve my family and to show how to love God. So I encourage you, whatever, if you have health goals in mind at the beginning of this month or for the year, or you already feel like you're defeated after entering 2 weeks, I encourage you to just hand it all to Christ. And I'm not going to say it's all peachy after handing things over to him. 2 days later, I'm sitting here and I just want to munch on everything. I feel like this day is harder than the day that I actually needed a fast. I feel like I'm fasting today, but it's another opportunity to offer things up to him. And if I hadn't fasted that day, if I hadn't asked for his guidance, I would not have seen that opportunity. I see the opportunity today as to offer all things up to him as he wishes to deal with or he wishes to use for his good works. So praise be to Jesus Christ. God bless. Peace, friends. Thank you for joining us today. Check back every Tuesday through Thursday as we drop new episodes and news. Feel free to follow, or if you would like to know more information about Way of the Holy Family, please click the link below to our website, wayoftheholyfamily.com.